going on, guys? My name is Alex Radzi, and it's been a while. I'm finally back making YouTube videos, and I was just kind of sitting here thinking, you know, what can I do? And I was looking at my past videos, and I found the how to make a montage series. Now, if you're coming from the original, the episode 1, then you'll obviously know that I've redone the series. Now, this is only episode 1. I'm not sure when episode 2 will be going out. It will, you know, be going up ASAP for sure. But I just want to say a few things before I get into it. First off, I really appreciate the support that you guys gave me on episode 1 and the rest of the episodes. So there's a couple of things, obviously. One, if you don't have the time and you're 100% not even passionate about editing, this is a very time-consuming thing. So if you just ask yourself right now, are you here to, you know, put the time into this? You know, if you're super passionate about editing and you think that you can put the time into it and actually, you know, make a video or something, then you're in the right place. If you don't have the time, or you're just goddamn too lazy, then I have a solution for you guys. Even if you just don't have the time, it's for you guys too. I have a website called radziediting.com, and you can pretty much go to there and apply for an edit. Obviously it costs money, but you can obviously go find out how much I am charging. I do have my reasons for charging, because obviously this is a very long process to edit and stuff. But yeah, the website is radziediting.com. Obviously go there, go to the shop. It will be on the tab, I think. I haven't actually seen the website yet, because it doesn't go live until tomorrow or Saturday. So if you're watching this on Friday, which is when I'm uploading it, oh no, I might actually be uploading it today. It's like 1 AM right now. So it's probably not available yet, but if you're obviously, if you don't want to go to the website or anything, also send me a message on YouTube. Just send me a message and ask me how much this is for how many clips or whatever. But for you guys that are here to learn how to edit, obviously you're going to need Adobe After Effects CS6, which I hope you have. It's probably the best After Effects to date. I think there's actually one called CC, but I'm going to stick with CS6 for Premiere Pro and After Effects. You need both of these programs, but before you get Premiere Pro, I'm going to leave a link in the description that pretty much explains how you can get additional sequences for Adobe Premiere Pro. 99.9% of you guys are probably gonna illegally get Premiere Pro, right? I'm not gonna, you know, knock you for it or anything, because the product is very, very, you can obviously get a 30-day trial when you first install it for the first time, but after that, are you gonna pay, you know, £300 or whatever it is to actually get the product? If you're a student, probably no. So the chances are you're probably going to illegally get it, which I don't have anything against. Just, you know, I think these guys do make absolutely unreal products though, so you got to give them some sort of credit. But yeah, that link pretty much explains how you can get additional sequences for Premiere Pro, which you will need for this tutorial, I promise you. So for you guys that have obviously got it, if you haven't got it, pause the video and come back. With you guys that have got it, we're going to open up Premiere Pro first. Now you might want to make a folder on your desktop for the project, because you know you don't want it cluttered around the desktop and shit. You'll lose stuff. All right. So when this thing comes up, you can obviously, if you're familiar with it, you can just you know, open up recent projects. You can hit open and find a project that you're on or whatever. So I'm just going to hit new project, because it's probably you guys are, you know, coming here and opening it up for the first time. So you pretty much want to, you know, decide where you want to save it, right? So I'm just going to hit my desktop and put it in this folder right here, and I'm going to call it how to make a montage. And then if you followed my instructions about going to that link and getting the additional sequences, this is the thing that I was talking about. Unless you actually officially bought it, and as I said, probably you guys are not going to buy it, right? So you probably won't have this AVC HD folder, which then leads to the 720p and 1080p stuff. And then you can hit this. This is what I use, and it's pretty much this sequence right here matches exactly what Call of Duty and you know, pretty much any video game that you record is going to be probably 60 FPS, unless you're recording in 30 FPS. I don't know what you're doing, but anyway, most people are recording at 59.94 60 frames per second, so obviously you're going to try and match that as close as you can, and this pretty much is it. It's absolutely perfect. So click AVC HD 720p 60, and if you do not have that, the link in the description, it will explain stuff, okay? So anyway, I'm just going to call this how to make a montage as well. So yeah, when you open it up for the first time, it's going to look like this. Now obviously I've changed mine around to make it look different. I went to Window and reset my Workspace just for this tutorial. So I'm going to move it around and show you guys how you should have it. I like keeping the preview screen. This is what this is over here. I like keeping that in the top right. I like having the timeline at the bottom. What I don't like is having the project down here, because I'd like a much bigger timeline. So I'm actually just going to grab this little thing here and move it up up here. So it's up here, but that doesn't, you know, give me more space yet. So with that, I'm going to do exactly, I'm actually going to get rid of the media browser. I don't use that. I'm going to get rid of info. I don't need it, just hit X. I'm going to need those effects. Markers, I'm not going to need, to be honest, I don't use them. And history, I can just hit Command or Control Z or Z, depending on where you're from. And that pretty much, you know, goes back. It's, you know, if you want to undo, it's Command Z or Control Z. So obviously that still doesn't give me more space, but I'm just going to drag this over and, oh, we got a bit of a problem. No, okay. And then I'm also going to drag this little tools bit over to the effects, and that gives me a lot more space for my timeline. I've got a 27-inch screen, so you guys thought I was going to say penis, right? No, so I obviously have plenty of room anyway for my timeline, but I like having an absolutely huge timeline. Like, it just feels better. But yeah, this is where, you know, if you hit play down here, it will, you know, preview up here. I like having all the project up here because when you drag your clips in, this is where it all will be, and then you can just drag it straight onto the timeline. It works out better. I don't need that, so I'm going to exit off of it. I need all of this except from the metadata. I will need the effects controls. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can also, if you really wanted to, drag it here and have it in between. So, whoa, what did I do there? Oh, I made it, never mind. So you can obviously have your clips here and the audio mixer here and stuff. You can adjust it to however you like it, but that's personally how I like having it. I like having it as big as possible. So anyway, I'm just going to straight up save that. If you want to automatically save it every 5 minutes so you don't lose stuff if it crashes, because I don't know what you guys think about, you know, if you lose stuff, you can just go to Preferences, Autosave. For you Windows users, it's probably on Help and then Preferences and then Autosave. But anyway, I'm pretty much just going to explain a couple of things. This here, I don't know if you saw it at the start, I hit this pretty much to make it bigger. So we're pretty much going to drag our first bit of footage into Premiere Pro. Now I've already got an audio track here from Kingdom of Ravens. I hope it's not copyrighted, and I hope he doesn't mind me just using it for this. Just for this episode, but I've already got a music track, so I'm pretty much just going to drag that into up here. Obviously, when you drag it in, why is there two? Whoa, all right, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. So obviously, when you drag it into your project up here, you just want to drag it down into the timeline. Sometimes I get a bit ahead of myself. So anyway, I'm going to go to my Finder and find a clip just to use for this. So I'll use my best clip ever. So it's this clip here. Yeah, that just happened. So I'll use that. It's a pretty decent clip for this example. So I'm pretty much just as well putting that straight into the project and then dragging it onto the timeline. Now, you guys probably were wondering why I even opened this up, and it does have its perks. You can see the audio levels. If you were to zoom in, you can use this little bar down here to zoom in and out and stuff, or you can just hit I think it's just like a line. I don't know what it is, but you can just hit like this line on your keyboard, and it kind of switches between a big view and a small view. Not really sure how to explain that, but anyway, with every bit of footage that you drag in, there's going to be additional audio to the clip, right? There's going to be, you know, the original audio of the game sound in the background. So you just want to right click and hit unlink, and then delete the audio from the clip, because we won't be needing that. We'll be using additional sounds. So pretty much what you want to do first off is go through your clip frame by frame. You can hit the arrows on your keyboard to skip frame by frame, and I'm going to go to every single part where I shoot, at least where I shoot and I want to sync up. So I know where I shoot this guy. I don't know what he was doing in the bush, but yeah, I'm gonna do this. I shoot this guy and it's only a hit marker, so I'll come back when I've already synced it up. But you pretty much just wanna, oh, you guys probably don't even know how to do that right now. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I get ahead of myself, sorry guys. To pretty much just split the clip like I am doing right now, I'm going to the frame where I shoot, so I can see this like bullet going towards the guy. I pretty much go to this frame, hit C on the keyboard, and it brings up this little thing here. Usually it's an arrow. If you hit C, it goes to this, and you pretty much just want to click it, and it'll make this kind of line in between your clip, and you can, that's now a split clip, right? So I hope you guys understood that. Sorry to get ahead of myself. It's been a while since I've done tutorials. So you pretty much want to do that every single time where you shoot and that you want to sync up. So I've already done it 3 times already. It doesn't take too long to do this. So I've shot there. And the last shot is here until I get this awesome shot through the stun, or a flash actually. So I do that, and then I roughly shoot, you know, it's hard to tell because I'm completely blind, but when the hit marker comes up, it's right there. So that are all my shots right there. And obviously I need to sync that up to this clip. Now I'm going to do a few different variations of sync. It might, I don't know how long I've been going on this video. It might be a super long video, it might be 2 parts. I'm not sure. If it is 2 parts, I would have already done an outro by now, so hopefully it's not 2 parts. But so yeah, what I'm going to do now, obviously if you don't have sound effects, as in intervention sound effects, or whatever you're editing right now, it could be a Barrett off MW3, anything. You obviously want to find the sound effects or go and record them yourself. So you want to go, you know, just go to YouTube, you know, search up MW2 sound effects, editing sound effects. Do exactly the same if you're on Black Ops 2, you know, Black Ops 2 DSR sound or something, anything. So I have an intervention sound here that I actually recorded, so I'm pretty much just going to drag that in and then drag it onto the audio. Now I usually keep the music itself as low as possible, so I usually open up three audio ones, and I have the music always on the 3rd one, and any additional sound effects on these 2. So now I've got my intervention right here, and if I was to just mute the audio, you can pretty much just mute it by hitting the little toggle the output or whatever. So if I was just to play it, it's just a beautiful sound effect. And I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna right click it, hit on audio gain, and I'm gonna put it up to maybe 6 or something, just to make it a little bit louder. So that's a bit beefier now. So I'm gonna unmute that, and I'm gonna find where I want to sync up on this track. So I'm just gonna mute my intervention for now. I'm gonna find out how many bits is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I shoot 6 times. So I'm just gonna play through this song and find a good bit to sync up to. Right there is where I want to hit my first bullet, because pretty much that's when almost like the whole song kind of really starts kicking in. It starts really getting good from there. So it's pretty much right here, right when it goes, I'm waking up, right there. So I'm just going to hit C and then again mark it right there. And what I'm going to do is drag the intervention sound on top of it. So now if we listen to that, oh, I muted it, my bad. Right. Alright, well, it's pretty delayed just because it's got a couple of frames on the start of it, so I'm going to drag it right there. But yeah, it should be synced up now. Yeah, it's good. So now that's synced up with the first one, I'm actually just going to put it down a little bit. It's a little too loud for my... That's better. I'm going to shut off the video just for now, just because I don't want your eyes to divert over here and you miss something or something. So yeah, that's pretty much how you sync up your clips. That's how you want to go about it. Now, obviously, as I said, I've got 6 bullets to sync up. So I'm just going to I'm going to select this intervention right here, hit Control or Command, depending on if you're on Mac or Windows, and copy that. That was a Command or Control C, by the way, to copy, or you can just right-click, copy. Yeah, right-click, copy. And I'm going to find 6 bits to sync up to. Now, I'm just going to let you guys watch me do this, because when you get really good at it, you'll get really fast at it. Like, at the beginning, from past experience of teaching my cousin at one point, and actually teaching my little brother quite recently, it's kind of... I was really starting to wonder why he was taking so long, and then I realized, you know, at one point I was like it. So, you know, I'm just going to show you how fast you can actually do it. And that is pretty much how fast you can really sync up one clip. What you just witnessed me doing on that last clip there, I'm just going to zoom up into it so you guys can see a little bit more. I'll also make it full screen for you. Pretty much what I did is I hit X, and this brings up this little thing, and you can pretty much go to the end of it once you've selected it, and you can drag it out to kind of slow it down. You can also right click and go to speed duration, and you can change the speed yourself. But just by dragging, I usually drag it to 70%, as you can see right here. I just pointed to my computer screen as if you could see my finger, but I usually put it to about 70%, just so it slows down the audio. It kind of makes this like kind of sound effect. Yeah, that was a really bad impression. I also put the speed up a little bit, just because, sorry, not the speed, the audio gain up a little bit. just because it's slowed down, it doesn't sometimes sound as loud. So if I play through this real quick, oh, not this part. So that is absolutely synced up, and that took me what, like a minute or 2 minutes just to do that. Hey guys, I had to actually do this episode 1 into 2 parts. I'll be uploading it as soon as I upload the first one, so you don't have to wait around for that. There'll be an annotation on screen, or it'll be in the description the whole time if you want to go check out part 2 right now. I hope you all enjoyed part 1. Obviously, thanks for the feedback, and let me know what you thought in the comment section, and obviously like the video. Really appreciate the feedback, guys. Peace.